Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 2 of the science of getting bigger. Now, today is all about actionable advice because I don't want to overload you guys. I want you guys to leave these videos with stuff that you can do immediately and see results from. So today's video, I'm going to give you 5 exercises that I think most of you guys probably are not doing. And these exercises are not only going to help you look bigger and build up major muscle groups, but they're gonna help you with different weak points that I think we all suffer from, such as lower back, hamstrings, abdominals, shoulders, all that good stuff. So what I want you to do is I want you guys to do 10 total sets of these 5 exercises over the next week before the next video. And I guarantee you, if you stick with this routine and you incorporate these exercises into your regimen, you're not only gonna bring up weak points, but you guys are gonna look much bigger. So let's get into the workout. The first exercise, and I know this probably has a different name, but I'd like to invent my own name on this. So we're gonna call it the Comodo Row. Now, it is a combination of a barbell deadlift and a barbell row, all in the same exercise. And this one works so many major muscle groups, and I really like the fact that you kind of get momentum into the rowing portion of the lift, which allows you to put more overload on those large middle back muscles. So the first part of the movement, you're starting off as a traditional deadlift. So I want you guys to do an overhand grip. You're gonna start off as a traditional deadlift form. Now, as you come up, I want you to start rowing the bar into your belly button, right into your lower abdominal area. So the first part of the movement, obviously you're putting a lot of overload on your glutes and your hamstrings. And then as you bring the bar up, I want you to explode and row it right into the lower portion of your core and then come back down. So it's an awesome movement because you're incorporating the deadlift and the rowing motion in the same exercise. And what I really like is it's really hard for me to row a lot of weight from an upright position. I wouldn't be able to do 250 to 260 pounds as easy as I do it on the Comodo Row. So you're gonna have a little bit of momentum going into the row. You're really gonna be able to overload a ton of overload right on those middle back muscles. So go heavy on this. I want you guys to go 4 to 5 sets of this. Stay within the 5 to 8 repetition range and track these lifts. Really focus on progressive overload. The second exercise is nothing crazy unique or outside the box, but it's something that I almost bet most of you guys aren't doing because I go to the gym and I think off the top of my head, I've seen maybe 1 or 2 people do this at the gym the right way over the last couple months. So heavy barbell overhead press, starting from right here, kind of resting right above your chest, going straight up overhead. This is my favorite mass builder for the anterior and lateral deltoids. And if you get really strong on this, if you're pressing overhead, 150 to 200 pounds, there's no doubt that your lateral deltoid and anterior deltoids are gonna grow. So I know a lot of you guys want that wider, thicker look, kind of that boulder shoulder look, and this is the go-to exercise for you guys. So really challenge yourself because not only do I want you guys to do the overhead press, but I want you guys to go heavy on it. So this is gonna really challenge your weak points. If you're weak through your core, if you're weak through your lower back, it's gonna expose that immediately. So have fun with this. It's an exercise that if you haven't done it a lot, you should be able to improve really quick on. So my goal is to get up to 200 pounds on the over press. As you saw in the video, I'm kind of around 100, 155, 160 pounds right now. I'm really getting into it. And if you guys do get any lower back pain, I would say just wear kind of a squat belt or a belt to protect your lower back. But like I said, it will bring out the weak points. So I want you guys to do 5 sets of 5 of this twice over the next 7 days. The third exercise is once again something that isn't really outside the box, but at the same token, I have not seen anybody do this exercise in the last couple months at the gym. And it is the weighted underhand grip pull-up. Now this exercise is phenomenal for bicep activation. They actually did a study of the 8 most common arm exercises, and they studied the activation in the bicep muscle. And it was actually shown that the underhand grip pull-up has more bicep activation than dumbbell hammer curls and many other traditional bicep exercises. So getting bigger biceps could be, sorry, there's a rat that just
That was a freaking huge ass rat.
All right, a rat just came by. We're in downtown Los Angeles, so things get a little crazy around here. So as I was saying, the underhand grip pull-up is an incredible way to activate the biceps and also really hit those lats. So if you guys want that V-taper look with bigger biceps, add the underhand grip weighted pull-up into your regimen. Now, if you guys don't have the weight belt like myself where you can hang a plate, just put a 10, put a 25, whatever you guys can do between your feet and kind of grasp it together with your feet. And challenge yourself. Go 5 sets in the 5 to 8 repetition range and really focus on contracting those biceps and those lats as you come up on the movement and going down nice and slow and controlled. So if you guys can go heavy on this, squeeze a bicep and lats as you come up and then go down to a count of 3, you guys are gonna get bigger arms and a wider back. Next up is something that I know almost none of you guys are doing during bulking season. I know a lot of guys aren't working their abdominals, but this is the best time to actually build the abdominal muscles. Now, nothing's gonna help you look bigger and more impressive than having those thick, chiseled, blocky abdominal muscles, because being a naturally skinny guy, once you're able to put on some size, your physique is really gonna pop. And this is something that I'm actually working on a ton because I haven't done a lot of training like this in the past, is I'm really trying to actually build the abdominal muscles more. And I'm in a caloric surplus for the next 3 months, so I'm gonna focus on this this specific superset a ton. Now, this superset is savage for working the core. You're gonna start off with the rope crunch. So kind of scoot back maybe like 1.5 feet from the machine, and you're gonna focus on contracting the abs, coming back up nice and slow and controlled. You guys are gonna have a crazy ab pump if you do 10 to 15 reps of this at a moderately heavy weight. And then you're gonna transition right into the medicine ball weighted crunch. So you're gonna pick a spot on the ceiling, you're gonna stare at that same spot, and you're gonna crunch up and really focus on that mind-muscle connection right in the middle rectus abdominis muscle. So this superset, I've yet to find a better superset as far as weighted abdominal work goes that just blasts every single section of your core. So you put up those abdominal muscles as you're lean bulking, and then you start to cut in the summertime, and you guys are gonna have that crazy kind of Hollywood 3D ab look. All right, so this next exercise is probably the one that you guys almost for sure haven't done. So kind of a combination of a stiff leg deadlift, a Romanian deadlift with a little more lower back and hamstring activation. So you're gonna start off with, I would say, a weight that you could do about 80 to 85% of your 1 rep max on the regular deadlift. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the bar with an overhand grip right around shoulder width apart, and you're gonna go down nice and slow and controlled. You're gonna have a slight bend of the knees. You're gonna try to keep your chest up so you kind of have that like nice even plane on your back. And then what you're gonna do is, as you come up, you're gonna focus on contracting the hamstrings and the glutes. So this one is really good because it puts a lot more overload right on your lower back and your hamstrings and your glutes, which are 3 main weak points I know so many of you guys have. So as you're coming up, as you're forcing your chest to stay up throughout the movement, you're gonna notice that a lot of the tension and overload is going right on the lower back. And I find that, almost nobody is directly training their lower back. Once you get these muscles stronger in your lower back, I've noticed a huge difference. Like when I go heavy on squats now or heavy on deadlifts, I'm not dipping my chest, and I just feel stronger on every single compound movement. And not to mention, like right here, this section of your back, that is one of the larger muscle groups. So you build thickness and mass in that area. It's obviously gonna help every single compound lift and every single exercise across the board. And every single great athlete and everyone really strong, they all have that strong and well-developed lower back. So I want you guys to really challenge yourself on this exercise, go heavy, and then so you're going down, you're putting a lot of tension and overload on your lower back, because as you go down with a slight bend of the knees, you're gonna keep your chest up, which you're gonna put more tension right here on the lower back. And then as you come up, I want you to focus on squeezing the glutes and squeezing the hamstrings, kind of retracting the shoulders back. So full movement back, and then you're gonna go right back into it. So do 5 sets in, go definitely heavy on this, 4 to 6 rep range, about 80% of your 1 rep max on the deadlift. All right, guys, thank you for watching episode number 2 of The Science of Getting Bigger. Next episode, what I'm gonna do is probably take you through a full day of eating, and also let me know, I'm gonna definitely walk you through my complete workout in the gym. So let me know if you guys want me to do push, pull, or legs on the next episode. And Once again, take action on this. I want you to implement all of this because getting big in a really short period of time, it's all of these things added on together. So it's not doing one thing right, it's doing 4 or 5 things right. So the workouts, the training, the nutrition, the rest, the recovery, the supplementation, everything has to come together and have this perfect storm where you guys can put on 20 to 30 pounds in about 10 weeks, which should be the goal for many of you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.